Hi everyone and welcome back to World of Mike. Surprise! We've got a brand new phone and we've got the brilliant angle back. Yes, it's been a bloody nightmare with that tablet, as you will see when you see the Halloween special. But I have some good news. I have looked at this issue and I think we can do it. Normally I would wait, but because of how long, I can't guarantee how long it's going to take to get 52 to 51. So I'm going to make an exception and I'm going to get this moving again. So as you can see in here, we're going to be doing the front right mudguard apparently. And then this is quite nice because what's going to happen is once we've done the mudguard, we actually flip it onto... We get to put it onto this little section here. So we actually attach it to the chassis beam. And it's just so nice to get this back up and running again, you know, with the phone and that. But it feels really weird filming on the desk again. But as you can see, this will feed into there. So, yeah, let's get moving, shall we? So, obviously, 54 we might be able to do, which is an air tank, spring bracket, spring stoppers, and a hydraulic distributor, plus screws for fixing in place, apparently. So, obviously, no Titanic, because obviously... that's not come in for some reason, the 28. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Titanic. Let's get started with this lovely... Oh, it's so nice. You know when you've been using an old phone and it's just a basic phone and you can't get internet and... Oh, it feels so good to have a new phone. So, yeah. This is die cast. This is metal, so that's lovely. You've got a pack of DD04 screws. You've got yourself a pack of DPO6. DD03, and then you've obviously got the mudguard sections like that, which is really good. So first things first, what we need to do is we need to get our stuff here, and we're going to be attaching the right mudguard, and as you can see it's got some pins in there. So what's going to happen is the two pins will feed into these lower pins here, and they're just going to feed into there. It looks as if they're push fits. I mean, yeah, that's pretty interesting. What they've done is, as you can see, you've got a really tiny winny hole and then a small hole. So what they've done is they've put pins in there like that, and then you get to screw it through these little tiny holes as well. I'm going to move that down a bit because it feels like it's half a metre away from the desk. But, yeah. So they're going to go in with DPO6 screws. Just checking here, DPO6, yeah. So these are silver. Now, I do understand a lot of the builders have started to paint the screws red. Quite bizarrely, it's interesting how they've not done red screws, but it looks as if this gets screwed in from this side. Now, it's up to you. If you wanted to, you could put a little bit of red paint on that, because it is a little bit, you know, it goes with the flow, but I think the silver looks nice with that. If you, as I said, if you wanted to, you can always put a little bit of red paint on that just to make it all red if you wanted to. But yeah, that's the first screw going in. Lovely. I cannot tell you how happy I am. I've just been sitting there all morning putting all the apps back on the phone because it literally came this morning, and oh, it just, oh, it's so good. So good to have it back. I have missed my iPhone, to be fair with you, and this is now the third iPhone that I've bought in the space of 3 years. So that's going to go through there. Lovely. So at least we can still do this issue. And I was thinking, you know, shall I do it, shall I not? But yeah, if we don't do something, we're going to be stuck on this forever until they get this problem sorted. But so yeah, once we've done that, we're now going to be working on this little section here. And you'll see that it goes the Pacific way. So you've got this section here with the little nodule bit, and you've got a bigger hole and a smaller bit. This actually says R on it, which indicates that it's for the right side. And that's basically going to go through, actually, optic illusion, I think. Oh, right, okay, so it actually goes into that hole there. So I was right. Oh, wow, look at that. Sweet. Okay, and that's going to be turned upside down. Whoops. I am looking at getting a Partwork Upgrades mat, because I've seen it on World of Wayne and they're cushioned. So I'm looking to get one of them, but the one I want is out of stock at the moment. So we're going to be putting them in with DD04 screws. Now, we do know that this build is painfully slow at progress, but it seems like it's like 3 or 4 bits each week, but it is definitely by far one of the slowest progresses of builds I've done. So just screw that in. And that's that one. It's a little bit loose, that. Let me try. I'm going to upgrade it a smidge because I don't like the way that's still very loose, but I think we put another screw through there, so that's probably why. Okay, and that's going to go in with a DD04 screw as well. Come on. So this will be up as soon as I filmed it. I'm not going to put it on the 7:30 slot because that's normally Titanic. And I thought, well, it's, you know, I've got the day off, so I might as well get an afternoon one up for a change. So, yeah, just make sure that that's on there like that. And that one's 60 boot. Like that. Look at that, guys. That is so cool. I can't believe that. It looks epic. So, I've now got to go and get the chassis beam. So, bear with me for a couple of minutes while I go and get that. Okay, sorry about that. Whoa, nearly fell over. So we've got to work out which one it is. Looking at this, it's the one that's got, it looks like number 10 on it, like cable-wise. So it looks like that one. If that's the case, yeah, because in there it's got a little R symbol. So that's brilliant. So what we can do now is this is going to fit into a recess there. And you've got a pin on there with a little hole. And what's going to happen is that's going to feed into there like that. Oh, wow. This is... I'm going to have a discussion in a minute. I think I've discovered something. So let me put that there for the minute. Because these are going to be secured in with DD03 screws, which is the chunkier of the two. And I'm going to have a discussion in a minute. I've got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. No, I'm joking. I've got oh yeah, right, so watch that. You've got a wire right there. Make sure you've got plenty of clearance. What's happened here is it's come out of that little channel. See there, it's got like a little bedding of where the wires sit behind that little groove thing. So what I can do is, let me have a look. I'm going to loosen this tab off because I think there's a little bit, take that off a bit because we need to get that into there. So that will free up that wiring a bit. So just bring it round a bit. Just pull that out a bit. It's easy to do. It's just come out of that little channel down there, you see. So that will go around there, lovely. And then we can swing that back round there and then just hold that down. That's all that was. So yeah, it's just took down a bit. Okay, so as you can see, we've now got clearance. So as I was saying, that's going to go into there, into there like that. And then we're going to screw that, I suspect. There's nothing there to screw it on, so I assume, yeah, it goes through this one here up the top. So right down there in that little hole just there. So, okay, interesting. I'll see if I can get it down. I've got such big hands, it's a challenge. So, let's put that there for the minute. Let me just get some magnetation on this, because that will let it stick then. And right, let's try that again. Because we've got to get it down there, you see. It's right down this shaft. Please go on straight. Oh, God's sake. It's so annoying when that keeps like falling off the end. where you need an assistant. Where's Dakota when you need him? Right, okay, I've got it in now. As you can see, I'm very colour coordinated. I have to work with red screwdrivers with a red build. Okay, I have just noticed that we've had... Oh, that's a sequin. Thank God for that. I saw something drop off and I was like, what is that? Okay. Now, it's a little bit wobbly still, so... Not happy with that. Yeah, that's better, innit? Right, so what I want to do is I want to have a quick discussion here, because I was under the impression that that was the chassis length. It isn't. I've got a feeling that this, I reckon that's where the bumper goes. I personally think that is where, I could be wrong, as I said. I don't know, how, you know, how it is at the moment, but I personally think that this is where that, you know, that red and white bumper panel will go. The little, where the registration plate goes. I think they will be the front wheels, and I think on top of here will be where the cab sits. Then it will trail down here, and then I think we'll have another section added onto this of chassis. Looking at that, I think that's just the whole length of the cab so far. I think that's probably what it is. However, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below what you think it could be. As I said, I'm not a truck expert. I don't deal with trucks. So this is all, you know, a guessing game for me. But as you can see, that's what that looks like. So, yeah. But as you can see, this is what we've got so far, you know, chassis-wise. But all it is, I suspect what it is 52 is another one of them, I reckon. I mean, I haven't got 52, so I don't know what's coming in that. So, yeah. But that's, at least we've been able to do 53. But what it does mean is, at least we've been able to connect it and not have it lying about, you know. But what it, as I said, what it does mean is it looks like we might be able to do that because they're all small bits. So, yeah, so that'll be up next week. Well, I'll say next week, but we don't know if they're going to send me one out of sequence again. But, yeah, so at least we've got that done. But that is Eddie's Stobart. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Remember to tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. And I will be starting the lives back up from next week. So now that we've got the new phone, we can start the lives back up again. But yeah, that's Eddie's Stobart issue number 53. There'll be no video this evening because there's a gap with Titanic at the moment. But yeah, have a lovely day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.